Oh, aloha everyone, Joshua Hayes at bigwavetrading.com, and I hope you guys watched the weekend video lesson last week because I made mention that, retail is normally wrong, and this week it proved it again. We now, on the Ticketz Indicator, which is my most important directional, keeps me in the right trade. Do I want to be buying stocks when it looks like this? Absolutely not. No, 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 no. And you'll notice when the market basically 1010 is when we start to have some real issues right here. You'll notice while it went sideways and then finally rolled over and head lower, we were going down on this indicator. Well, now we have stair steps, and not only that, while it's stair stepping on the daily, the hourly is blasting off. We have continuous stair stepping above the zero line. If we can pull back on the QQQ on the hourly time frame and get below this white line, which is the 50 SMA, if this indicator remains over the zero line, if you want to, anytime it then reclaims the 50 SMA, as long as this is moving up or flat, it is actionable. But guys, I said in the last video lesson, get off social media, stop watching the news, and I can't stress that even more. It's the reason why you don't see me posting on social media every day. I can't stand it. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Even some of the best traders I know, they eventually succumb to posting their opinions and their biases on social media, and that's the issue. I let price tell me what to do based on history, evidence, facts, data. That's all I operate on. My personal wants and wishes, if I could have it my way, the market would be green every single day. We would never have a down day. And everything that I bought would go up 100% in one day. And I would just rotate day in and day out of the next 100% winner without ever a pullback. When the market is bearish, I get bearish. Mainly, it's interest rate hikes with inflation rising. If that's not happening, we can have higher inflation as long as we're not hiking those rates. I'm bullish. So I don't know what's going on with retail right now, but they are way offside. And speaking of that, we'll just bring up the SPY really quick. You can see we have our stair stepper here. We're above the zero line. Now, do we have our ratio charts confirming this move? Our growth, small cap growth beating small cap value? Yes. How about the rest? No. Mid cap growth, mid cap value? No. Large cap growth, large cap value? No. XLY versus XLP? No. Don't have higher highs, higher lows. QQQ versus the SPY? No. I don't have higher highs, higher lows. So we're not quite there on our ratio charts, but on the very first thing that I look at is this Ticketz indicator, and we are looking really good. And going back to retail being so offside, did you guys see the Michigan consumer sentiment numbers today? That I believe the Michigan consumer sentiment has been around for 75 years. I believe it was created in the 1940s. I might be wrong there, but this was its record lowest number in that sentiment survey since the 1940s. 75 years of data, and this is the worst number it's ever printed. I am a contrarian. I've kind of like Jason Shapiro, basically. He's my spirit animal. But I only go with the contrarian thesis when price confirms. And right now, price is confirming without a shadow of a doubt that retail is on the wrong side. So now I want to get to my antiquated charts, and I actually want to populate with this one really quick. Oh, pressing the wrong ones. Let's go to this Joshua one right here. Okay, so let's look at this. Look at when the arrow is added, okay? These are the highest quality of the highest quality stocks that I'm watching right now. There's a few names not in here, but I just want you to get the gist of it. So AXTI is the only one not at all-time highs. Look at the rest. TH, which I'm long, right near all-time highs. NBIS, which I went long on this session, initially had gains, then got shaken out of it before it moved back here. Still not an easy market, guys. I have no position in NBIS when I should be loaded to the boat on it. And if this was an uptrending market, if that Ticketz indicator was above zero and our ratio charts were confirming this move, if that was the case with the Ticketz indicator on the SPY and QQQ, NBIS, I wouldn't even be long NBIS. I would be long in EBX and all in on a chart like this. But I have no position. And look at NBIS. BW, just steadily moving higher. No position. INTT, I tried to swing position on this session here above this high. Got long, shook me all out. Look at it now. Not an easy tape. Keys, love this name. Guess who doesn't have a position? Me. AEHR, love this name. Guess who doesn't have a position? Me. Guess who wants a position on a pullback? Me. AAOI, love this stock. All-time highs. Guess who doesn't have a position? Me. But this can go for anything. I have bungled so many setups and trades this year, but it just goes to show retail is bearish while all this is happening. Look at SKM. Look at the bottom white line on the bottom panel of the chart. It's the relative strength line is just going to new highs. Guess what stock is on top watch on a pullback? 21 EMA retest or give me another consolidation. But I can't chase it up here. AXTI, I'm going to probably do a buy stop above the recent highs just because I have a feeling this is going to run without me. NBIS, TH already showed you, Keys already showed you, TTMI breaking out to new highs. Look at the relative strength line. TSEM, they signed a deal with Oriole Network. I didn't know Oriole Network, so I didn't think this was a grade A catalyst event. No position, just keeps on moving higher. FN, new highs. AAOI, already showed you guys this one, new highs. LWLG, which I do have as a long position, but Interactive Brokers kind of screwed me. So on this day right here, Interactive Brokers had a universal system-wide failure where everybody's stops was triggered and canceled, or just canceled, I should say. And unfortunately, living on Maui, even when I go to bed at night, I check my messages just because I'm addicted to the market, so I'm always checking the market. I got no message from Interactive Brokers that they did that. So unfortunately missed out on this day, but hey, missed out on this pull, got that 21 EMA bounce, called it back on. So I have an initial position from here, added to it here. What do you think I'm doing on Monday at the market at the open? If you said selling some, you're darn right. I sure am. Guess what I have a position in also that I'm selling a little bit of? MRVL. But here's the thing. MRVL was originally on my radar here. It got caught in the IBKR fiasco, but then it gave me another add buy point. Thank goodness I took this one. But guys, this one's up 29%, but in a good tape, I get this signal and I don't go long MRVL. I go long MVLL, and we're up 65% on this position. Speaking of that, GEV. When I went long GEV, this was a large swing position. I risked 2R on this initial trade. In a good market, I'm getting long GEVX. Oh, it's not on this one. Darn. So basically just double this. So basically you're up 80% in GEVX instead of GEV. We're just not aligned. And look at how all of these leaders are acting. That's my whole point. SNDK, new all-time high still. Just a beautiful, beautiful chart. And I wouldn't be playing SNDK in a hot market. I'd be playing SNXX, and of course, Telechart version 7, antiquated version, doesn't have it. Also, ICHR. Members know how much I love this name. No swing position in this one. GLW. Members know how much I love this name. This was a grade A catalyst event and a market that wasn't aligned. We were starting a rollover process soon after, but we were in the middle of the chop with the Ticketz indicator going lower. I got to trust my grade A setups more than I need to with the overall market, more than I should trust the overall market instead of these setups and patterns. But this is just an amazing tape, plenty of winners, and I just want to make it very clear. I don't get the bear side. I get it if we didn't have all these leaders making all these all-time highs. And listen, I may be bungling certain trade setups, but that's all right. I'm still doing very well. Until today, I had a very large position. Actually, I had a very large initial 2R risk unit on this position, FSLY here. But as it moves higher, everybody always asks me, why do you trim and trail? Why not just hold the whole trade trying to get the most out of the move? Because you never know when days like today is going to happen. Am I hurting? Am I upset that I've lost the gains in FSLY? Absolutely not, because I've been trimming and trailing, trimmed a little bit here, trimmed a little bit here, trimmed a little bit here, trimmed a little bit of it here, and trailing profit stops all the way up. So before today's session, or after today's session, I should say, not a big deal. I'm looking forward to using the capital raise for new long positions, but this is why I trim and trail. This is why I'm taking some profits in MRVL and some profits in LWLG so they don't turn into an FSLY in one day. But this is a strong market. I mean, there's other instances of trades that I'm just not taking that are working out great. YYGH, after this reverse split, $1 hold, I gave it to everybody here, triggered. 3 days later, 33% gain. There's a similar setup in this JDZG, which I will watch without the ability to intraday trade all day long because I live on the island of Maui. I'm just not going to do the 3:30 a.m. thing till whenever I get done with my end of day work, which is just basically it's a 12-hour work day. I'm not going to do that. But for you guys, keep this one on watch. Let's see if it triggers on a move above 154. And I would be interested intraday. But, you know, I mean, when I look at even these mega caps, AVGO, this is a forever hold for me. NVIDIA, this is a forever hold for me. They're not breaking down. NVIDIA tried to start to break down and reversed it. AVGO tried to start breaking down and has reversed it. I'm only bullish. And I got IPO like YSS setting up. You know, we got a SpaceX IPO coming up. It's very hard for me to be bullish. And CRWV, I would consider today a grade A catalyst event. I think they partnered with Meta and then they partnered with Anthropic. Highest volume ever on this stock. Guess what's a tippy top watch list name for any kind of base setup or pullback to the 21 EMA? All of those leaders that I reviewed with you, AEHR, AAOI, throw CoreWeave into the middle of that mix. So, do I have any new long positions that I want to take for Monday's session? Yes, but there's a caveat. There is no grade A setup on a chart standalone basis. There is no grade A setup with a catalyst event recently. However, there are 3 leaders in the CanSlim world that I don't have a position in that I want to get long, but where they're at currently, these are chase longs, so I'm not going to increase my size. I'm still only going to risk 0.5R from the entry to the low, and that means BE. I'm willing to do a buy stop above today's high of the day, but I'm calculating and risking to this low. So I'm willing to do a 0.5R risk trade to this low, not today's low a day, not the 21 EMA, but all the way down here because the odds of it just continuing is low. But in this market, that's what's been happening. I don't get that real setup. I don't get that grade A event after I want to get long. BE is a leader. I don't have it in my swing account. I want it. I'm going to be taking this one above the high of the day. Same with CLS. This is breaking out of a large cut base. You can see the relative strength line is inches away from new all-time highs too. I want to get long above today's high of the day, risking 0.5R to this low. Not today's low day, not the 21 EMA, not this low, but this low to give me a starter position, and hopefully I can get a better setup and add to CLS in the future, just like BE. There's another bank name that I'm interested in, and banks have been hot lately. I just want to show you guys this. Look at KBWB. For all you bears out there, I don't know what you're seeing. KBWB, got STT at new highs, TIMB at new highs, and then I had so many stocks do highest volume in 1 year yesterday in this sector. HBCP. I mean, look at all these stocks, guys. HBCP, AROW, new highs on highest volume in 1 year. NKSH off the 50 SMA, PKBK, highest volume in 1 year. ATLO yesterday, highest volume in 1 year. Stel looks good by the 50. FULT looks good by the 50. Guys, I can't be bearish. I'm sorry. Listen, now, with that being said, I want to remind everybody where we're at with the midterm election cycle. Let me bring over this chart. You are here. Look at what we do in April. This is why I'm bullish for April. It's stronger than April's in all other years. Now, what's the difference after this strong historical since 1931 April period during a midterm election year? What happens after April? A shitload of chop. That's what I expect. In all other years, you just keep on going until the third quarter pullback normally before a Q4 rally. So after April, what do I expect to happen? If it doesn't, and if it remains bullish, we have all these leading charts that tell us why. If we roll over and go lower, hey, guess what? I'll be cutting losses and cash heavy. It's just that simple. Waiting for that Q4 rally that'll probably come after the midterms.